My name is Kyungbin, and this is a traditional Galbi-jjim, short ribs that's been braised in a soy marinade. Inside is going to be some carrots, mushrooms, some jujubes, onions, potatoes, everything just braised together into one sauce. You can have it with the rice. There's a side of some soy pickles called jangachi and a little bit of kimchi on the side as well. You can eat it as like a whole meal together. You can even reduce the liquid down by itself if you want it to be like a thicker sauce. If not, you can also just use the sauce as you eat it with the rice as extra flavoring. This is it, just something traditional. The jujubes are also edible. They're just dehydrated dates in a sense. They're gonna have a little like brown sugar sweetness to them, a little bit of meatiness, but the main focus is gonna be the short ribs. Enjoy. Hi, my name is Kyungbin, and today we're going to be making Galbi-jjim. Galbi-jjim is braised short ribs in like a soy-based sauce. It's going to be like a little sweet, a little umami. So for the base of the sauce, about a cup of sugar, cup of soy sauce, Korean soy sauce. It's called like jjimganjang. Tends to be a little bit sweeter, and instead of just being like salty. Cup of water. So it's very simple, like 1:1:1 ratio. Tablespoon of garlic. This is just minced garlic. Honestly, like the garlic is just like adding flavor. So it's like if you like it more garlic, you can add more garlic. And then I also have minced ginger. So the ginger, I'll probably do like a third of the amount of garlic I put in, because ginger is pretty strong. All right, and then I'll add some black pepper. Maybe like a tablespoon. It's a very simplified version, but if you wanted to do like grilled galbi, which is like the grilled short rib and things like that, or even like bulgogi, technically you could use the same marinade. But instead of braising it with water and stuff, you just soak your meat in it, and then whenever soak it for at least like 24 hours. And then when you're ready to grill, just pull it out and just go right ahead. I also like to add Coke, because Coke has like this artificial like sweetener flavor. But then also when you like marinate like the tougher cuts, Coke sort of helps to like break down like the sinew and things like that. So it makes it a lot softer when you like marinate. But Coke, I'll probably do like maybe half a cup in this. And then we have our galbi marinade. There's different variations where you can like blend onions in here, blend Korean pears, apples, kiwis, pineapples. With like kiwis and pineapples, same thing as Coke. Like the enzymes help break down like the protein to make it more tender. Oh, you want to taste it? It's almost like a teriyaki sauce, almost kind of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Almost kind of.
Yeah. pretty much. You can just throw it in there.
Okay.
And then this is short ribs that I've been soaking in water for like 2 hours now. Some people use milk as well, but it pulls out like all the blood and like some of the impurities. So when you cook it, it's a little bit like cleaner when it comes to like broth. But get this baby hot. The idea of it is to create like a crust, and then you also get what's called the fond on the bottom, which is like the burnt sort of like meat juice. And then usually like in French style in stocks, you'll like sear your meats off, pull out the meat, you'll deglaze it, so you pull off all that fond off the bottom, and it adds more of like a caramelized, deeper, like almost like sweeter umami. And that's just what I'm trying to do, where especially with like braises and stocks, you want to like create layers and layers of flavors. I'm just trying to brown the meat a little bit. This is short rib, so it's only one side of meat and the other side's just bone. All this brown stuff right here, this is technically just fond.
Roughly how was that, like half an onion?
Yeah, like half an onion. I use 2 carrots and like 2 king oyster mushrooms, 1 potato. I like to add some dry shiitake mushrooms. Dry shiitakes are going to add more of like a smoky flavor element to it. Dried jujubes is very traditional. These are a little sweet. It adds like a nice like dark sweetness to it. So you can almost think of it as like a brown sugar, kind of like that kind of sweet. They're like dates technically. Going into this, now it'll be like 1 part marinade to like 3 parts water. All right, so this is about 2 cups. So here you go, the sauce. And then the water, honestly, you're just like going to fill it. I like to add a little bit of kombu or dashima, natural MSG. So this is just straight MSG right here, just natural MSG.
Oh, wow.
Like say if you're to like cure fish with this, I would want to like rinse it off a little bit because it's just too much. But in like broths, I just go all the way. Because MSG is king. Usually you want to start it in like a cold broth. And then once it comes up to like a simmer, you want to take it out. Because with kombu, there's like a medicinal purpose to it. Where like if you keep boiling it, it like releases like the sticky sort of like substance. And it makes like your whatever like stock or broth, makes it a little bit more like not as clean in a sense. So you just want to initially like blanch it just to pull out all that flavor and MSG. And then you just want to throw it away after. Or you could eat it after too. And then you'll see like once it simmers and I pull it out, like you'll see like it's gonna start like looking a little slimy, and then it just feels different too. And then that you're gonna just go for like 2-3 hours. Just go in. You can see like the bones are falling off the meat now. The sauce is reduced maybe by like a quarter, but it's getting really tender. Smells great. But yeah, it's all falling off the bone now. Preferably, I like to go at least like 3 to 4 hours. But if you're short on time, like 2 to 3 hours is fine. Maybe like 2.5. You're braising at such a low temperature, it's just gonna help break down all the like connective tissues. So it just makes it more like soft and like almost like melt in your mouth kind of vibes. Yeah, but you can eat it now. It'll just be a little bit more like tougher, but if you want it to be like way softer, we can just let it go longer. I've done different variations where I pull out the meat and then separately I'll reduce the sauce. I'll either hit it with like a slurry to like thicken it. You could reduce it down all the way. That's just gonna take a longer time period. I think it just depends on how much time you have on your hands and how much work you want to put into it. But even from like at this stage, you can have it with a bowl of rice and then eat the rice with some of that liquid with the protein, and then you'll have like the panchan assortments to eat it with. Yeah. Kalbi is about half reduced now. All the bones are pretty much falling off. They're a lot tender than earlier, not as like springy. So the muscles are definitely breaking down. Flavor is getting really good too. It's like a nice concentrated beefy soy flavor. All the vegetables are done. Super tender. Honestly, we could eat it right now.